Alright, YouTube land, we're back with another video. Today we've got a 148 GTL sent in by Brad. Brad wanted me to check this radio out, see what it needs. He spent quite a bit of money having another well-known technician tune this thing up. I'm not going to mention names, but anyway, so like I said, we haven't even opened it up. We're just got it here on the bench. And this is what we're dealing with. We're at negative 20 dB on the reference. We're at 30 kilohertz. And as you can see, it's a teetotal mess. So I'm not going to do a play-by-play on these because I'm backed up. So the next few videos is pretty much going to be a before video. It's going to be like a before and after. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and get this radio straightened out, get it lined up, and put it all back to factory, line it up per the service manual, and then tune it up right like it's supposed to be. This thing is just splattering everywhere. So anyway, we'll be back. Alright, we're back with this 148 GTL, and man, what a road we've been on today getting this thing back together. So anyway, we got her back together. We're playing Smoking Joe's Greatest Hits right there. Looking good, and we're about to show you how it sounds. But man, Brad, I got to tell you, just go over this thing real quick. This thing had all the hackery that I mentioned before. Had some kind of generic final in it that actually, in the midst of me putting it back, the final went out. So you got a brand new 1969 in this thing, and the RF power is cranked down to 2 watts. I don't know where you wanted it, but it was a VIN that was, it was about 1.5 watts before, so setting at about 2 watts. And like I say, it's on AM it's modulating about 8.5, good clean solid modulation. And we can go to 30 kilohertz. If y'all remember before, it was just fanned out, spread out. And that's what I don't understand about meter baiters, man. And for you guys that are watching, like, what did he say? A meter baiter's a guy that just, he constantly tunes and tunes until he maxes out. He just wants the most watts. What these guys don't understand is that anything over 100% modulation is distortion. That's why swing kits are junk. So when this thing's blowing up like it was, you can rewind to the front of the video and watch it, how it's blowing up. So when it's blowing up like that, all the power that you're gaining is not even on the frequency that you're talking on. It's getting splattered everywhere. And I don't want to sound redundant, but I'm just going to keep repeating that and repeating that until maybe it'll sink into some of you people that are brainwashed into thinking that comp tune, super tune, swing kits, and all this bullshit's good for your radio. It's nothing. It does nothing. It does nothing but allow, if you're on channel 20, it allows somebody on channel 25 to hear you. That's all it does. Now, if you're into that, great. So, anyway, we're going to disconnect this because I don't want to lose you guys. I know you go to preaching and the attention span is going to go away. So we'll put a mic on this radio. I need to tighten my mic deal there. Anyway, so we'll listen to it in AM. Turn this up. So we're going to listen to it in AM mode.
Hello, radio 1234 54321 audio check.
Okay, so what we got here, we kind of simulate, I call it close proximity modulation. We got a Galaxy 55 setting here that has nothing hooked to it. So it's pretty much the same as if you're talking to a guy a mile down the road. So about equal to is what I call it by looking at the signal, because we're not pegging it out 40 to 60 dB. We're only running about 20 plus. So it's about like talking to somebody down the road, you know, maybe a mile and a half down the road. That's what this 148
would essentially sound like. 1234 audio check.
Yes, and only doing 8 watts PEP while we're doing it. So anyway, that's the way that sounds. So we'll turn this off and we'll go to sideband, upper sideband or lower sideband, upper sideband, and we'll let you guys hear it.
Hello, radio 1234 54321 CQ 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 CQDX.
So that's what that sounds like, and we'll go to lower sideband.
Hello, radio 1234 54321 audio check 1 2.
Now, I put this radio on frequency and I've got it lined up. I'm going to go back in and tweak it just a little bit, because sometimes when you put the comforters on, it's a capacitance change. It kind of may change just a little bit. And since you can't align a radio with the covers on, it's kind of almost impossible. But we'll go in there and I'm going to tweak it just a little bit. It's actually not that far off.
Hello, 1 2.
Probably if I...
Hello, 1234 54321.
Yeah, we're 2 1,000ths off, so I mean, just have to go in there. I'm going to tweak it just a little bit, but anyway, this concludes the tune-up report on the 148. Brad, we're going to get this one ready to go back to you, and we'll have the tune-up report for your Cobra 2000 come up here shortly. And from the looks of it, it was done the same way, so we'll have to go in and get a bunch of that done, a bunch of stuff with that done. So anyway, y'all be safe, be careful, be kind. I am stacked up right now. I'm trying to get stuff done before the weekend. I'm going out of town over the weekend, guys. I'm not going to be answering my phone. I'm not answering my phone through probably Tuesday of next week. So, not that I'm going to use the holidays as a means of getting caught up. I'm going to go balls to the wall. I mean, I'm going to be out of town this weekend, but I'm going to use Monday and Tuesday. I'm not going to be open to the public. I'm not going to be answering calls. I'm not going to be answering Messenger. I'm not going to be answering anybody. I'm going to be using that as a means to get caught up, or of time to get caught up. It's just something I've got to do. So anyway, because we got a stack of radios to work on, and we got a lot of them coming up between now and tomorrow. I'm going to have a few videos. Several radios that we're doing, and next week is amplifier week, and that's what I'm taking a few days for, to get caught up on some of these builds. Y'all just be patient, it's all coming. So anyway, not to talk your head off, y'all be safe, be careful, be kind. I'll be back.